known as the dopest historian, and my brand is Dopest History. I just want to talk about the history of Black History Month, why I celebrate History Month, what does it mean to me as the dopest historian, being from Houston, and some cool places that you can visit as Black History Month comes to an end. Because guess what? Just because Black History comes to an end doesn't mean the celebration comes to an end. Why? Because we're celebrating 160 years of emancipation. Y'all better get into it, okay? Your girl Winnie B is gonna be very lit all year. 2025, since 1865. Let's get into the dates, okay? My why for being the dopest historian is that I love history. I love reading history, interacting with history, talking about history, sharing history. And so I became the dopest historian. So I'm going to seminars, I'm going to talks, I'm going to art shows. I'm involving myself always in the dopest history. And I enjoy it. It's literally what I love and what I enjoy doing. I love sharing my passion for history, and I want to get people fired up about history as well. The whole reason I'm the dopest historian is to get people fired up about history, okay? So I'm about to tell y'all the history of Black History Month, why y'all should stop talking down so much on that. Why is it the shortest month of the year? Like, well, if y'all knew the history, you would understand that they never, assigned anything to us. We always, as we always do, created an avenue for us, and it actually expanded bigger than what it was initially founded as. Let's get into it. Carter G. Woodson, the second Black man to graduate with a PhD from Harvard. The first one was W.B. Du Bois. Carter G. Woodson would establish an association that will go on to celebrate Black history. And at first, it started off as Negro History Week, literally like a Monday through Friday type thing, chosen on a week during February to celebrate Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. You'll hear me mention sometimes through my social media and stuff, like I personally wouldn't have done that. As a historian, I understand why Carter G. Woodson felt that it was necessary at the time. Today, we ain't celebrating Abraham. What does Black History Month mean to me as a Houstonian? As a Houstonian, we have so much Black history, and it's crazy that a lot of people know, or they think they know, but they don't really get to go explore it. So I am asking and I'm telling you, for this Black History Month, or not even for this Black History Month, this year, period, because we're celebrating 160 years since emancipation, I implore you to go around the city of Houston and find some of the greatest landmarks that has to do with Houston. And why and how? Because it was done by Black Americans. Y'all better get into it. It was done by Black Americans. Some of the dopest history in Houston has to do with Black Americans. And that's just the facts, okay? That's first Black settlement in Houston, Texas, Freedmanstown, 4th Ward. You can visit today and still see the red brick streets that the community created and paved those streets for them because the city of Houston refused to give them paved roads. The first African-American public school has been transformed into a library with a beautiful exhibit that talks about the beginnings of Black Houston. I really implore you to go visit the Gregory School. It's a Houston Public Library branch. It's open Monday through Friday. It's free. I believe it's open on the weekends too, but it's free. You can go see the exhibit for free. It's really like a mini museum, and it's one of my favorite places to go when I decide that, I want to go explore some history. I love going there. I love reading. I love just basking in the moment of like, this is the land that my ancestors paid for to educate, those that came before me. They understood that education was very important. Go look at the historical markers, because there's so many historical markers within 4th Ward. Go look at the historical markers and read and get the full story of what was going on a lot of the locations that I'm going to say you probably have been to, partying, clubbing, playing sports and all of these great grand things, but I want you to go for the history now. When you go visit 3rd Ward, I know you want to go to the spot, but go ahead and go a little bit more down the other way of Emancipation and stop by Emancipation Park and the Eldorado Ballroom, where Black men and women pulled their money together to create one of the first public parks, and a husband and wife created a ballroom. Black musicians would come and play and feel at home and feel welcome. The only place in Houston where they often felt welcome. They didn't have to walk around the back. They walked right up the door into this elegant, beautiful space called the Eldorado Ballroom. And our ancestors really used to cut a rug up in there. Thanks to the Forward Times, I was able to read some of the stories and some of the fun that they just really had at the Eldorado Ballroom. Another place that is very interesting that you could visit in Third Ward, and it's being renovated at the moment, is the Negro Hospital, which was the first nonprofit hospital for African Americans. There's a history in that, and it's a long history. It's a beautiful ward, has been so important to the Black community. You must go there and celebrate and give homage to those who came before us. And, you know, just recognize that Black history, it's here and it's not going away, especially not in Houston. Go to Wheatley High School and go read the historical marker that's there. Go to the Mickey Leland College Preparatory School and understand, well, why did they make this college for Mickey Leland? How important, and what did Mickey Leland really do in Houston? And what did Barbara Jordan really do in Houston? And how does Ruth J. Simmons really continue to set the tone of Black history in Houston? You guys, when it comes to Black history in Houston, as a Houstonian, baby, I get a little cocky, okay? Because my ancestors from Houston, Texas really did their thing, okay? One of our ancestors from Houston, Texas was the ghostwriter of Booker T. Washington. Like, did you know that? That's just a little dope history fact right there. His name was Emmett J. Scott. Go Google him if you need to. Emmett J. Scott was the ghostwriter, right-hand man to Booker T. Washington at Tuskegee Institute. And he went on to found some great things at Howard University and a whole bunch of other tinkerings and dealings, okay? But he's from Houston, specifically Fourth Ward, Houston. Black history is beautiful history, period. I know sometimes it can be sad, it can be hurtful, it can be, you know, it can stir up emotions. But once you get past those emotions and you realize, but I'm here today. But my mama and my grandma, my uncle, we're doing what we're doing today, and we're still going. It's nothing but a story of celebration. It's nothing but a story of celebration, because we never was supposed to be here. I never was supposed to be recording on a cell phone telling y'all about dope Black history. They never wanted that. They still don't want it, right? Y'all know the world we live in. From 1865 to 2025, I'm here telling y'all, let's go, let's celebrate. Now, again, you only have, we got about two more weeks or so in Black History Month. I don't care. We still got March, April, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and we're going into the next year. But again, this year is super, super special because 160 years ago, our ancestors were emancipated. So expect all of the celebrations for this Black History Month, and also expect all of the celebrations for Juneteenth. Yes, I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this video, you should be contacting your local people that put on the Juneteenth celebrations like, hey, what are we doing? How can I help? How can I be a part? And if you can't be a part of it, just make sure you show up. Make sure you show up to celebrate. Because the reason why people don't celebrate our history is because they feel that we're not interested in it. I know I am. I'm going to be there, okay? I don't care if it's only 2 people that I love involving myself in history, especially when it comes to my people. We talk about loving Black history a lot. Let's actually put our time there. Let's put some time in. Let's drive there. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. There's many ways to celebrate and honor our ancestors, even if you aren't able to be an actual moving part. To support is more than what you could ever know. But thank you all for taking some time with me. I hope that you all have a great rest of your Black History Month. Again, Juneteenth 2025, we going up because 160 years ago, we was on that for sure. But all right, y'all. Till next time.
My hair is kinky. My nose is wide. My skin is technicolor.